What is going on, everybody? Rajay back in the house. How are you guys doing here on this fine Thursday evening? And again, time for another Rajay BeerVentures Live, where I get to kick it with you guys here each week and kind of go through some of the beer news, drink a few beers, kind of let you know what I'm kind of drinking and tasting. And usually here with me is Todd. He actually may join here in a little bit, so we'll see if he actually makes it in the house. He's going to take care of a few things earlier, so we will keep the door open so he can actually get in. Shout out to all you guys out there watching as well. Always appreciate you. So we got Blake out there in the house, and we also got Emerson in the house. Cheers, guys. Hopefully you guys are here on a nice way, a nice Thursday night as we start to get our way into the weekend, and still waiting to see what happens with the whole election, right? So we're still waiting to get all the final stuff tabulated there, and pretty much where we're at right now is kind of where I expected us to be. I knew PA had till Friday to get a lot of that stuff done, so no big surprise there, except for some of the states that are still outstanding. But we shall see what will happen, what is going to happen. But we're not here to talk politics. We're here to talk and enjoy some beer. So I'm going to actually get some beers cracked open and share with you guys some of the ones that I have here. In case you didn't know, today is actually International Stout Day. So nice to have a day that's actually out there to celebrate stouts. And I'm going to actually share with you some stouts. This right here is the Left Hand Milk Stout Nitro. So I'll be sharing that one here. And then I've also got the Left Hand Galactic Cowboy Nitro. So we'll be getting down with some of those beers here in a bit as well. So that should be pretty good. And Emerson got you on the big screen, sipping on space dust. Grr, there you go. Nothing wrong with a little space dust. That is actually a nice brew to enjoy as well. Didn't even realize it was actually International Stout Day until late last night, because I was drinking a stout and went to check in on an Untapped, and it said Happy International Stout Day. And it was like, I thought I missed it because it was like 11:30 at night when I checked it in. And it was actually today. So shout out to all you stout lovers out there that are enjoying some of the stout beers. So that being said, let me know what else you guys are drinking out there too. Drop it into the comment section. Like I said, Emerson's drinking on a Space Dust, which is a very, very delicious beer. So haven't had that one in a while, actually. Need to maybe pick up one here or there. I don't know. There's just so many beers. I've got so many beers in the basement I'm still trying to get to. Shout out to Stodgy Paladin. I know he's not here right now, but he's been trying to get me to try this mead that I have, that I keep saying I'm going to drink. I just haven't drank it yet. So I think I'm going to try to get that done this weekend. And haven't done a mead review on the channel, so that will be something new. So you guys will be able to check that out there. Taking a look at some of the other stuff happening this week. Before I actually went live tonight, I was actually surprised. There was some big news that came out where Sweetwater Brewing Company was purchased by a Canadian company, Afria Inc., who's actually a cannabis giant up there. So they actually bought Sweetwater, or they're in the process of buying Sweetwater for $300 million in cash and then stocks. And I do like Sweetwater Brewing. They are the ones that have been doing the 420 series. You've seen me share some of their beers here on the channel. Kind of interesting that they actually have a weed company owning them now. But I will say, of all the ones that have tried their hand at doing the hemp beers to kind of give that weed type feel, they probably are the best one. So it's kind of a nice matchup. Not sure how that's going to shape the other stuff they do, because they do have the 420 Extra Pale Ale and a few other different things that they make, the hop hash and other stuff that isn't directly just the 420 series. But that should be kind of interesting to see how that all pans out there. Vanessa said, hello. She first said hi, and he said, be back shortly. So, okay. So Vanessa's running around here, but thanks for checking in there as well. Speaking of checking in, it's time to crack open one of these beers. So I'm going to actually crack open. The first one will be the Left Hand Base Milk Stout Nitro America's Stout. And of course, with this, these always kind of freak me out a little bit just because you're supposed to pour them straight down the middle and let it cascade and all that kind of stuff. And I always feel like I'm going to overrun the glass. Now, I have a glass that should hold the pint can just fine. This one comes in at 6% ABV, 25 IBUs. It says good to go from the can or like a pro in a glass. Super smooth with soft roastiness and mocha notes they put on the can as well. So kind of giving you a heads up on that there. And this was from one of the variety packs I picked up when I was on a recent road trip. So let's go ahead and get this cracked open. It says also got a best by date of April 1st of 2021. So that is out to next year. Plenty of time, but we're going to drink it today. We're going to drink it right now. Get the crack. Oh, we got the nitro. And let's see how we do. I do have a towel handy just in case. See if they pull off the cascading effect here. And I will have a review upcoming on this as well. This will be just a taste in here. Oh, look at that. Fits the glass nicely. Woo. No towel needed. Good to go. And here you go, baby. Check that out. Check out that cascading action from left hand. No widget needed. They did their job, son. Look at that. That's just, it's gorgeous, man. It's going to make me cry. So gorgeous. Look at that. Oh, all that goodness right there. I better take it off the camera. I might go Jeffrey Tubin up in here. That's looking so good right now. So, yeah, nice looking beer. Nice aroma. Nice amount of coffee notes coming off of it. It smells really decent. Nice amount of chocolate as well. So, let's get the taste on this, baby. Lacing. So freaking smooth. Nice feel of the chocolate in the mouth. You get a nice creamy sensation from the nitro. Nice mouthfeel opens up. I can really feel some decadence in there as well. That's some good shit, as we say. That's good shit right there. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the other one now. And I'll get that over here. For those of you coming in, I'll switch it over real quick so you can see the other can that I have here as well, as I start to mess around with some more of my cam stuff here. We're going to go to the beer can shot. Let's get over here. So we got this here. There we got that one. And then we got a little bit of that one. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's gonna be pretty good. So yeah, we're looking forward to that right there. So that should be all pretty smooth. So yeah, that chocolate is really coming in nice with a good duration of flavor as well. Let's see who else we got all in the house. We got Alex the Beer Master in the house. Cheers, my friend. Hey, Roger, I'm looking forward to drinking some weed beers. I feel really freaking awesome, my friend. There you go. Get some weed beers. Now, obviously, only some states can have that. It'll be interesting because since they are purchased by a Canadian company in Canada, they do have weed beer, or they've actually approved where they can do that. So I bet they're going to be selling some of their beers up there, but it'll be maybe limited here in the States in the place that actually have them. I'm not all up to speed on all the weed beer legalities. I know like out in California, Lagunitas has like a weed type water-based drink, but I don't know about the weed beer. So it might be just limited where you can see that at. But I saw 4 more states during the election approved marijuana, which should be just approved nationally. But there's 4 more states that you can now go to, including where Alex is in my home state as well of NJ. So yeah, Craig's in the house. Cheers, Rod. Cheers to you, my friend, as well. And again, thoughts and everything. And hopefully things are going okay on your end and things are starting to get, well, still early, but hopefully things are moving in the right direction for you, brother. Love you, man. And hopefully everything's going good with the little one, too. And Gilbert said, cheers, fools, and go Pack Goes. We got Gilbert in the house, and I know Gilbert will be drinking something good. And again, you guys are drinking something. Let me know what you're drinking by sharing in the comments as well. Is that Cascade hops? I can see. is what Craig asked about the hops there. And they didn't list the hops on here, I believe. Oh, I thought this was like a pint can, so it's actually a 13.65 ounce can, which fits well into a pint glass because this is a 16 ounce glass. I guess in a 16 ounce can, it would definitely run over. By the time you pour it, it says serving size 12 ounces as well. 27 carbs, 210 calories. Oh, who puts calories on a beer can now? That's not good. As far as the hops, it doesn't give the hops, Craig. Rocky Mountain water, malted barley, lactose, roasted oats, and then it just says hops and yeast. And again, they say contains milk lactose. So for all you lactose intolerant people, you got to be careful sometimes. You can't just be getting the beers with the milk stuff because, you know, that'll bubble up when you later. So make sure you're careful about that out there. Hey, Moose Gal's in the house. Cheers and good to see you, my friend. Hopefully you're doing well here on this Thursday evening too. Always good to have you in the house for sure. Emerson says, damn, that is nice. Yeah, that was a nice Cascade. That's one of the better ones I've seen. You know, everybody knows Guinness when they have it in theirs with the widget. They do a good job. I had one, I can't remember who it was a few weeks ago, did a good one, but that was actually a nice one. So we'll see if it does it on the second one that I have here as well. Dad's in the house. I don't know what you're drinking, but it's making me thirsty. So Dad, if you didn't see it, this is Left Hand, the Milk Stout Nitro America Stout. Of course, Left Hand is out of Colorado, and they might know how to make some beer in Colorado. I'm just saying, they might know how to make a little bit of beer out there. So yeah, this is one I picked up in a variety pack on one of the road trips I went on. Moose Gal says nice music. Well, thanks, Moose Gal. It's a comfortable, laid back set of tracks that I have there to kind of just kick it nice and easy on a Thursday, which really heading towards the end of this week. It's nice to have something a little bit more relaxing for sure. What's going on, Hans? Cheers to you down in Florida, my friend. Hopefully you're having a great night down there as well. Curious, RJ, I wonder if you're going to put a panel up so I can join. Let me know. Yeah, I actually don't do a panel really on these, Alex. I'm kind of just, usually it's me and Todd's going to probably join here in a bit, but it's kind of just like the channel show that we do each week, almost more like a podcast type thing. But not tonight. Maybe at some point, because I keep saying I might do another panel. So I think the last one I did was 4 or 5 weeks ago when I had Alan and Blake and a bunch of the guys over and on the channel. So I'm probably due to do one, but maybe this weekend or something I can try to get something put together, or next week. Craig says the visual cascade, pun intended. I see what you did there. Yeah, it did have a nice cascading effect. So that about Sweetwater, that happened just right before I went on tonight. I was really surprised when I saw that. They're a good brewery. I'm surprised an American brewery didn't try to scoop them up as well. But yeah, now I said awesome. Yeah, definitely. I'll keep you posted, my friend there. So the other thing is Anchor Brewing is debuting their 46th annual Christmas ale. I might know a little something about this one, actually, because they actually did reach out to me to see about getting me some samples to check out for the release. And this will be their 46 year course. And here is what it will actually look like when it comes out. And I'm going to actually have an unboxing video that I'll get released either tomorrow or on Saturday about the Anchor. And I'll have a review there because they did send me a couple to actually check out for them. But they're actually doing, for the second time in history, 3 different trees on the cover of their label. And if you know about Anchor and their Christmas ale, each year they release with a different tree cover, and theirs is already coming out. And this will be the highest ABV they've done on one of them, which is only going to be 7%, but they're usually a little bit lighter. And I said it's the darkest color in the 46-year history. But they're saying this is going to be a nice little winter warmer. So stay tuned for that, as I will actually be sharing that on the channel. They also sent me one of the little coasters as well to have, and a couple of the beers, and looking forward to actually checking that out as well with them. I don't know if they sent me a sticker too, but It was like a little box, so it's always nice just to get a little something, little recognition. What is going on, So Nami? Good to see you. How do you know all these beers more than me? I don't know. I get lucky, I guess. I get lucky. I try to find out what I can for sure. Moose Gal says she likes those trees. Yeah, the trees were pretty neat. Let me see if it tells me. I know in the video I'm going to do from the unboxing, the video's already been shot. I just have to upload it. I mentioned what the trees are. It says on here, does it make mention of them? It says the three graces, which are the trees, the iconic towering sequoias from the Mariposa Grove in California's Yosemite National Park. The three graces represent radiance, joy, and flowering, characteristics that we can hold all near and dear during this challenging time. Yeah, I would definitely agree with that for sure. So yeah, it's a neat little label they got for that. So, and their first holiday beer, 1975. So there you go. Got QT, the GOAT in the house. Cheers, my friend. Thanks for swinging by. I always appreciate you swinging in and coming in, hitting that like, of course, and hanging out for a bit. Hopefully you're having a great Thursday as well, buddy. And we got Gilbert saying, watching the pack, crushing the wheel, and drinking Bone Shaker IPA. Very nice. Not drinking a stout for International Stout Day? Got no love for the stouts? Come on, man. I almost did drink an IPA tonight, but then I was like, I got to drink a stout, right? It's only right. Let's see here. And then what else we got? So this was interesting. So it's funny. Down in Louisiana, Gail Benson, who's the owner of Dixie Beer, they're changing their name to Fallberg Brewing to expand operations, or they will expand operations as well. The company's making a name change to tribute to diverse neighborhoods in New Orleans. It was Dixie Beer Company previously. Actually, I was looking around the house here, and I said, I know I got it somewhere. I forgot. Actually, I had like one of the old Dixie Brewing necklaces or whatever from one of the events from before. And you look at Dixie Brewing like that, it's like, it's not like done in any way that's kind of offensive or whatever, but Dixie and the times and stuff that have shifted, you know, they fun to make a change. But what they came up with is a nice idea as well, kind of being more inclusive as far as what they would have an image of. So can't really fault them on that. But that will be the new name. So if you're looking for Dixie Beer, you're going to be seeing them under Fallberg Brewing pretty soon. For those of you around PA, Iron Hill Brewery, they're launching canned beer for off-premise retail sales, which is good for them because less people are going to some of the breweries. The canned beer will allow them to be able to have people pick up stuff, which PA, I think, is a little bit new to being able to buy stuff at the brewery and take it home. If Paul jumps in from PA Brew News, he'll probably know more about that as well, with him being there in PA. Let's see. So now he says, we got Buffalo Wangs from Martin House Brewery. Nice. What kind of buffalo wangs did you get there? Are you a hot guy, sweet guy? Did you get like buffalo sauce, sweet and sour? Maybe something like a jalapeno. I like spicy wings myself. Some like the habanero type stuff. Not the crazy, like hot stuff you see people doing challenges on. Not to sit there and enjoy a meal. I might do a challenge here or there, but I'm not going to, get that hot spice for it. That's no fun if you're just trying to enjoy it, right? We got Guinness, which I am a Guinness fan, as you guys know. Got the Guinness sign behind me as well. Released his first holiday beer nationwide, which I didn't realize it was their first holiday beer. So this beer that they actually did release is one that I did pick up, and I think it was in the last unboxing video that you saw. I think I put that video up with the unboxing, and it was their Gingerbread Imperial Stout. So I am looking forward to trying that. So I just went to go get something else, and it was there. I had to get it then because they only had 1 4-pack left of that and 1 4-pack of the other. So basically took the last 2 they had available because I didn't want to miss out. Because, if you don't get it when it's hot, you don't get it again because they're limited and you end up missing out on them. So keep an eye out for that one there. But the Imperial Gingerbread, that's a nice one for the holidays. See how it compares to the Foreign Extra, which is my favorite from Guinness. Two Hearted Ale and Bell's Beer should be heading back. Hold on now, because you guys are going to like this down there in Virginia, to Richmond for the first time in nearly 2 years. Somebody get Greg from Greg's Beer Reviews on the line and let him know that Bell's is coming back. So for you guys down around the Virginia area that have missed Bell's Beer, it looks like you guys will be back in the mix and will be able to get some of their stuff. I don't know, Larry Bell's not pissed off at you guys anymore, I guess. So he's ready to come back down there and share the good stuff with you. And if you thought getting alcohol at a Taco Bell would be kind of crazy, Panera is now starting to serve alcohol at restaurants in the Kansas City area. They are partnering with Boulevard Brewing and wine company Menage a Trois to bring customers beer and wine. If I say for $4, it's actually from $4 to $6, depending on what you're ordering there. So now you go to Panera Bread, you get a little sandwich, you get a little scone, you get a little cupcake, you get a little, I don't know, whatever bread type product, and you can have it with your wine or you can have it with your beer. Maybe like a chocolate brownie and like a Boulevard Stout or something along those lines. So right now, if it does well in Kansas City, we'll have to see if Tom the Beer Whisperer can check that out for us. Great channel, also check him out. And if it does well there, they're planning on taking it nationwide possibly. So we'll see. We'll see what happens there. But interesting seeing some of the places that you probably thought would never really get into alcohol are getting into it a little bit. But then when you think about it, like where Craig, he's over in the UK and the guys over there in England or in Germany and France, their McDonald's, you can get alcohol. So I guess it's just been a long time coming for us in the States to be able to have a benefit like that, which will be pretty freaking awesome, I think. So we'll wait to see what happens there. And then shout out to one of my local breweries. There was a piece actually done by them. I think this was actually done at Fours, but it talked about Ohio Brewery. We had the best fruit beers in the nation. And of course, they're talking about Urban Artifact here in Cincinnati. Listen, Linda. Well, hold on 1 second there.
Linda, listen, Linda. Listen. Okay, what?
Listen, if you like fruit beer, Urban Artifact is a brewery you definitely want to check out. It's the real deal on what they actually put into the beers, the fruits they're actually putting into it. One of the reasons why they're a little bit more costlier than some of the other breweries is because they do put a lot of fruit in there, and it does come through very nicely. Very impressive on the beers they make. I'm just saying, if you got a chance to get Urban Artifact and you're a fan of fruit type beers as well, some of the fruited sours, you definitely need to get them on your list. And then for you guys up around New York, Genesee is now launching a new latest collaborative beer. Shout out to Joe, the Beer Patrol, because I know he'll be probably happy about this. It's called the Hop State of Mind Cream Ale. So they're actually making a hoppier cream ale version. So I know Joe's a big fan of the cream ale. For you guys up there in the New York area, you'll probably see this coming up out of their brewery, maybe on the Canadian side where you guys come over as well. But yeah, that should be interesting as well to see how they actually pull that off. And it is a nice cream ale, but get a little more hops in it. I'm all about more hops if I can get more hops into a beer. I like the hoppy feel stuff. And then for those of you that are fans of Treehouse, they're actually plan to open another location in Cape Cod. So it's not like it's getting any closer to you. It's actually probably getting a little farther away because now you're going into the inlet of the ocean. But if you are up there in that Massachusetts area, Cape Cod is the target of their next spot. And it's supposed to be really nice out, like kind of on the coastal area. So yeah, just to let you know, if you're passing by, you can swing in the Treehouse. Oh, what's going on? LOL, Emerson love to listen to Linda. Yeah, I wonder where that kid is nowadays. Like, what's he up to? They need to do somebody needs to do a video and a follow up. Like, where is that kid nowadays? That was one of the funniest things when they came out back in the day. And then, as far as other beer type stuff, so I was going to share with you guys here. There was actually a Best in Beers Reader's Choice of the top 50 beers of 2020. So we know that they had the survey done with the home brewers of the country, and their favorite beers, and they came out actually, a lot of them, it ended up being the Two Hearted as number one. A lot of them really like that one, and that's the one that got the most votes. Funny though, this is actually done with a lot of the readers, I guess, of the magazine and people that kind of follow this site. Pull it up here. And theirs was actually a little bit different there. Although Two Hearted did represent well. This was done through Beer and Brewing. And let's see here. So when they looked at the best in beer, Reader's Choice Top 50, Sierra Nevada Pale Ale actually came out being the number one beer. So that's a classic. That's a nice classic. Look, anybody that has Sierra Nevada Pale Ale knows is solid. 2019 rank was listed. He was number 2 last year, number 1 for 2020. Two Hearted IPA was number 1 last year. That actually fell to number 2 this year. So interesting there. And then you got Russian River Pliny the Elder at number 3, which for a long time used to be number 1 for a lot of people. It's kind of interesting just because you can't always get all these beers everywhere. Some beers you're kind of limited to be able to even try, which kind of sucks. And you wonder, how can you make a list of something like this when you can't even get all the beers? But it's what the readers have, and they do some type of blind voting, I think, when they kind of do this stuff, and people put in things. The Guinness Extra Stout, that was there at number 4. As you can see, personally, the 4 and Extra Stout is better than the Extra Stout, and I don't know if enough of them had the 4 and Extra Stout, but I would definitely have that higher than that. Allagash White is another solid beer, rounding out the top 5, so it's hard to complain about that. But then you have some other ones on here. All these are well kind of respected names. Brasserie DuPont's on there with the Saison DuPont, another solid beer. You got Founders on there, but guys know I don't mess with Founders anymore. But I'll just leave it as that. But the one that jumped out there in the top 10, like Cigar City, the High Lie, for me, that's not a top 10 beer. I don't even know if I'd have it as a top 20 beer. It's a good IPA. I just have had so much other ones that I feel like were better than that. The Hazy Little Thing is another one I wouldn't have had as high as they actually do. They have it at 9. It was a 4 last year. I would definitely drop that down more. Pilsner Urquell is a classic, but is it up to 12 from 41? I don't know. And then you're dropping the Bourbon County Brand Stout down from 13 to 13 from 7. I would definitely have the Bourbon Brand Stout higher than Cigar City, the Founders All Day. Maybe right there between the Brasserie, Allagash. It's definitely higher than the Guinness Extra Stout. I would have the Bourbon County. Sam Adams Boston Lager, that's not cracking top 50 for me. So don't know where this is coming from. Toppling Goliath, another solid beer. That's kind of where I would probably have it, somewhere maybe in that area. And again, I'm trying to look at some of the bigger ones where you don't have some of the local breweries, because I got local breweries that will be ahead of that. But when you take into what people can really get their hands on, I can see that being represented well. The Voodoo Rangers, a good spot. Heady Topper, 17 and the 17. All the stuff you knew about Heady Topper and all the hype around it, I would have figured that would have been higher up. But it is what it is. Where that's at, I've never had it because I haven't been to the brewery where you have to get up there to really get it. I have a couple friends that are actually looking into it now that are going to try to probably get me some, but it's just one I haven't had. Zombie Dust Pale Ale at 19, a very solid pale ale. Yeah, I guess that would be fine around that area. Sierra Nevada Torpedo is a classic as well. Firestone Walker, the Pills. Torpedo went from 43 last year to 21 this year, so that was a big jump. But listen, you can't go wrong with Torpedo. Anytime you pick that up, it's always solid. It's always decent. You know what to expect. First time appearance for Dogfish Head in their 60-minute. 60-minute, I actually probably like that more than High Lie, to tell you the truth. Fat Tire Amber Ale, New Belgium, I'd drop that down. It was 37 to 24. Now I'll be going the other way with that, son. The King Sue, solid. Dale's Pale Ale. Stone IPA. Stone IPA is okay. It's still out there, but it's kind of like, I don't know if I would have it that high, but if you're looking at some of the bigger type breweries, maybe you put it in there. Brasserie d'Alval is a good one. That shouldn't have slipped down past Stone. The Yingling traditional lager. Look, I like the Yingling beers. You guys saw me do a series of the Yingling beers. They ain't a top 50 beer for me. That's not getting on the top 50 list. Sip of Sunshine, I still need to pick up. I've always heard good things about that one, so I can't really say. That Boulevard Tank 7 is a very nice beer. I figured that one should be could be higher up than maybe 32. Weissenfeiner is always solid. Focal Banger, haven't heard a lot of good stuff about. That didn't really make any movement, but I know a lot of people enjoy that. North Coast Old Rasputin Stout is one of the better stouts out in the market. That definitely I would have higher. Oktoberfest Sam Adams, you're out of there. Nothing against Sam Adams. It's not a top 50 beer in my mind. The Shoes Black Boot Porter, very nice. That one kind of some slippage from 25 to 37. The Union Jack IPA, I've heard good things about that. Looks like that was making more of a movement trend upward, but haven't had it, so I can't talk about it. The Half Acre Daisy Cutter is a good beer. I've had that one. So a nice little spot getting on the list for them. The Fresh Squeeze IPA is solid. Edmund Fitzgerald Porter at 41. That's a decent porter. I would say as far as porters go, that is a top line porter. I would probably have that one up higher. Blind Pig, haven't had, but heard a lot of good stuff about that one. Celebration, a solid beer. A lot of people look forward to that it's out now for December for the holidays. I would have that definitely higher than Highlight. I can tell you that right now. Hop Slam I can see in the top 50, but I feel like that's overhyped. 90 Minute is solid. Headhunter, very good. That's actually from here in Ohio as well. Would definitely recommend people checking that out. I would probably have that up a little bit more. Haven't had the Fremont Lush, but I know Fremont. I've heard good things. Look at that. Left Hand Nitro Milk Stout was number 50 and it's 48, and that's what I'm drinking right now. Didn't even know that was on the list, but it's a very good stout. And you guys you've seen it. You've heard me talk about it. You'll see the review on it when I get that done. Peterson Lager House, haven't had that one, so I can't say. But Old Nation M43 is solid, but I would put Boss Tweed ahead of Old Nation M43. But M43 is kind of their staple that they have there for the brewery. So some interesting picks on the list, and it was gathered, like I said, from different readers. It said we polled thousands of our magazine and newsletter subscribers. Asked you everything from your favorite beer, your favorite breweries, to what hops you love to brew with. The result of the poll presented here under the header labeled Reader's Choice. To make it easy to follow, we place Reader's Choice categories on this bright yellow background. So, I don't know. What do you guys think about that? If there's any beers on there that you don't agree with, or you think some other ones should be in some other spots that maybe aren't on there, or maybe there's some favorites you have. But it's kind of interesting list. I thought a little bit off from what I would have looked at, but overall, some decent ones there. Let me see here. We all need hard soda at all fast choice. You're saying hard soda. Yeah. I can agree with that. Actually, with some of the fast joints, depending on where you're at and you got a lot of kids running around, you might need to take a little bit of an edge off. All things American are banned in Canada during Rona. You know what's funny about the whole election thing? I feel like I have more of my friends in Canada chiming in on stuff than even some of the Americans are, which is hilarious. But yeah, that was kind of basically the beer type news stuff. So that stuff I was going to share with you guys there. I'm going to crack open this other one from Left Hand to finish this one off here. Some nice residue left. It's a pretty good beer. I'll give them that. One of the beers that was on the list. So this right here. Oh, let me take that off the screen. Hey, what's going on, Swami? Cheers, my friend. So this is the Galactic Boy Nitro from Left Hand. Now, this one is actually going to come in with an ABV of 9%, 44 IBUs. Again, good to go from the can, like a pro in the glass. Super smooth and cosmically dark. Anything else I got on here? Nope. Brewed in can, Left Hand, blah, blah, blah. All the other stuff, Rocky Mountain Water, malted barley, rolled oats, hops and yeast. So no lactose listed on this one. So they're actually using the oats to get the creamy feel. And there we go. Straight on down. Pouring out with a great viscosity. And so far, the first one, not too thin at all. I'm assuming this one won't be that thin either. And again, there's your cascading effect, which is on point. You don't go wrong, really, with left-hand beers. So, it's just a nice appearance on that one. It's almost like watching some fine artwork. Check that out. So then it'll settle in there, and we'll get into the head and everything as the carbonation starts to slow down. So he said, "I'll by myself tonight." Yeah, no. Well, Todd, my beer, he had something he had to run into earlier. So I've done some solo shows and stuff like that. For me, Swami, this is just like me back in the day when I was on the radio as a DJ. So going solo, no big thing. He passed out already. So there we go. Now it's all settled. You got that nice 3-finger head there. That's going to lace the glass nicely as well. A little bit more of a hop type feel on the nose. Almost has like a slight minty type feel. Interesting. Which being a green can, maybe that's a part of it. Oh, that is good. That's like a fucking chocolate milkshake right there. Wow. You don't really pick up too much of the alcohol. Smooth, creamy. The oats really kick in. Instead of the first one using the lactose and then using the oats here, these oats add a nice velvety feel there in the texture. It gives it a nice creamy overall feel to the body. You see some of that there. Talk about a beer you could chug. In the taste, it does have a little bit of like a kind of like a little bit of a holiday minty type thing there. It's interesting, but it's not overly done. It's just like a little tinge there. It gives it a little bit different of a feel. You do get the chocolate, of course. Getting a great mouthfeel. Both of these have nice thickness on the bodies, which is nice. But it's like drinking a milkshake. I mean, probably you could use a straw if you wanted to. That's how good this one feels. That is a nice one. Halfway down the glass already, not even trying. Did you ever get Trader Joe peanut butter? No. So what ended up happening, raining, and welcome, my friend, as well. I actually ended up going there, and they told me they were gone within 2 days in our Trader Joe's that we had at our location. So I didn't get a chance to actually check out the peanut butter cup stout, unfortunately, or the butter cookie. That one and the butter cookie were both gone. So it is what it is. Oh, you see here. And Swami said he'll be going live at 10 p.m. And you see politics. Oh, you're doing politics tonight. Okay. He said, no, this is very good. Blue Nose says technically it's 6:11. What is 6:11? Are you saying for International Stout Day? Because they said 11:05 today. Actually, that's what the Untapped sticker gave me was that said it was International Stout Day today, 11:05. But not that Untapped is always correct. So maybe tomorrow is International Stout Day. But there's never a bad day to have a stout. Swami's not a fan of flavor stouts. Well, I mean, you know, good thing with beer, we have so many styles. It's like Hellraiser. We have so much to show you. Speaking of Hellraiser, which I used to love watching those movies when I was younger, they are actually coming out with the Hellraiser series on HBO. So I'm down to check out to see what they do with that. See, Swami says he wants his stouts natural. More so is tomorrow, today now. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is tomorrow for you. It's still today for me. Cheers to Harry over there, Blue Nose. If you guys don't know Harry, make sure you check him out as well. Cocoa nibs are getting old. They get used a lot. This one doesn't have anything like that in here. But Left Hand always does some really good beers. But it's weird. It's just a little bit of what I would consider like a little minty type feel or something there. It's not really overpowering. It doesn't take over the beer. It's just there. It's interesting. It's always a good day to have my session. Yeah, Imperial. Yes, it is. Always a good day. Don't mind an almond stout or an almond stout. Almond. Can't get the peanut butter cookie. In Maine, you're not allowed to sell alcohol with a store name on it. Stupid. Really? I did not realize that. Well, in Ohio, they pulled the Sweet Baby Jesus beer from DeClaw because of the Jesus name. They actually took that off the shelf. So they can't sell Sweet Baby Jesus in Ohio. It's called For Pete's Sake in Ohio. But in Kentucky, we still get it in Sweet Baby Jesus. Kind of crazy on how they do that stuff. Mega sweet on that one? Probably so with the peanut butter cookie, I would think. That would probably be one, if you get a bomber, you want to share because that sweetness might get to you after a point. But what's up, Coach? Cheers, my friend. Good to see you. Hopefully things are going well out in your part of the country out there in Idaho. I don't know if you're back in Idaho or not, but if you are, cheers, my friend. It's not hard to put this baby down. I tell you that. I'm about done with this beer already. So, like I said, this one was 9% ABV. You don't even feel the alcohol in it. It's just like drinking a milkshake. This is for earthers, belters, and dusters alike. But I don't think I've ever been disappointed by a beer from Left Hand out of Colorado. They usually do a really good job. And then Coach said cheers to Craig as well. Gilbert said TD signs are the Packers. The Packers must be on. I actually got Goodfellas on the TV next to me right now. I'm a big fan of Goodfellas and some of the other movies that Scorsese has done. And whatever Goodfellas is on, I usually end up watching it. It's just like always a good movie to watch. I enjoy it. I had to take a break from looking at some of the election coverage earlier. But anybody else drinking anything out there? Anybody else throwing anything down? So really the beer news, already covered some stuff there already. So looking forward to the weekend. Kick back, relax. I'm going, like I said, I mentioned the unboxing video I'm going to put up, and that'll be from Anchor. And then also shout out to Eric from Lord Hobo. Eric actually sent me some stuff down from there. So that's part of the unboxing video too. That he actually shot down. So I'll be doing some things, taking a look at some of the Lord Hobo stuff as well. So goals. We all got goals. We all got stuff we got to do, right? I got to drink more beer, do some more stuff, The sad life I live. Actually, considering all the stuff out there, my worst choice of the day is picking out what craft beer that I want to enjoy. That's not a bad thing at all. But I think away from that, I actually may just make this kind of a shorter one tonight. Unless anybody else has anything else they want to add on here as well. Hard to be disappointed with any Left Hand. That can go so many ways, Gilbert. That can go so many ways. But as far as the beer, you, sir, are correct.
anaconda don't.
Yeah, so that's how that works out. But no, I got some more of the uploads I'll end up putting up. I got a couple more reviews to do to share with you guys here as well on some of the beers. I'm trying to think. I did a review on. I finally cracked open the Bourbon County. Yeah, Gilbert Ray said those shit came across wrong. Only if you're Jeffrey Toobin, right? Only if you're Jeffrey Toobin. What else I'm gonna say here? So I finally cracked open my Bourbon County wheat wine from last year, so I'm gonna upload that. I've also got the Central Wooders, the Coffee Pumpkin Milkshake IPA, Illuminated Brew Works Peanut Butter Pony. Let's see what else I got there. The 50 West Ocean City Strawberry Goza. And I just did the Tailgate Imperial Peanut Butter Milk Stout. So a few peanut butter beers I'll be uploading. A Goza, Milkshake IPA, some other stuff. I am going to be doing a liter challenge here. I'm probably going to do that this weekend. So Beer Chugs likes to compile people doing a liter boot challenge. So I have the boot, and I'm going to do a liter of Oktoberfest from Polliner to see how fast I can chug that liter boot. So I'll be doing that challenge. I may do that this weekend so I can share that as well. But not looking forward to it. Kind of looking forward to it. I haven't chugged like a beer in a long time, so it'll be interesting to see how quick I can put that down. See how the skills have been affected over time. But I will tell you, if you happen to see the left-hand variety pack and it has the Galactic Cowboy in it and it has the Milk Stout Nitro, there's another one that's the Flamingo, and there's another one that's a White Russian Imperial. Pick it up. At least these two have been good. I'm thinking the other two should be pretty solid as well. So, but yeah, so I'm going to actually kick back and chill. I think I might even jump over and do a little bit of gaming on the gaming channel tonight just to relax. But it is Thursday, so I always like to come in and chat with you guys on Thursday nights, see what's going on in your guys' world. If there's things you want me to focus on some of these, I'm trying to switch up the format a little bit. Let me know if you guys want to have conversations around some of the different beer stuff taking place or things like that. Always feel free to hit me up. You can hit me up on the email, on the site, on YouTube. It's like a thing where you can contact me, or you can always leave a comment on one of the videos, and I'll look to bring up some of that stuff when we're on here as well. But I'm going to go ahead and sign off here, kick back and relax. Thanks for all you guys that tuned in tonight, and I look forward to catching up with you. Going to get some stuff ready for the weekend and upload that here too, and then get out there and get your beer on, basically. So, Gilbert, hopefully your pack pulls it out, and everybody else, I will look forward to catching up with you guys soon. Cheers, everybody.